5 years ago, I was diagnosed with heart failure, and which led to my needing a mitral valve replaced. I had surgery to have the mitral valve replaced with a tissue valve, which was supposed to last 15 to 20 years. Last September I was really unwell and took myself to the doctor, who referred me to the cardiologist. He redid scans and x-rays and all of that, and sat down with Andrew and I and showed us those results, that the valve had actually collapsed in upon itself, and he decided and recommended open heart surgery. So I had to wait 4 months for the surgery, and during that time the Lord took me on a journey of surrender. I seriously didn't think I was going to survive the surgery, and during the time of surrender He asked me to surrender myself and my mortality, and He asked me to surrender each and every one of my family. By the time the day came around for the surgery, I was able to say that I was ready. And so the day came for surgery. They took me up to the theatre. I was all prepped and ready, completely under it. They did one final test before they opened me up, and they saw that there was nothing wrong with the valve. And so the surgeon contacted my cardiologist, who then went and checked his scan that he'd done previously, and he says, yeah, there's something wrong. So he then raced over to the theatre, had a look at their scan and saw that there was nothing wrong. And then he proceeded to do the scan himself and found there was nothing wrong. So I didn't need the surgery, so they sent me back to the ward and sent me home the next day. So a couple of weeks later, I went along to the cardiologist, and Andrew and I sat there and we listened to the cardiologist, and he was explaining the reasons as to why they didn't do the surgery. He went on to say that there was no issue, the issue had gone, whatever the issue was, which he couldn't explain. He went on then to say that the valve appeared as though it was functioning really well, more than well, but like it was a brand new valve, not a valve that had been put in 5 years ago. He was coming up with some ideas, but really he didn't have any idea, and in the end he just said, I can't explain why this has happened. I'm amazed at the journey that he brought me through of surrendering, because I really don't believe that if I'd gone through that surgery I would have survived. I really think I would have died. And I just am so thankful that I have this opportunity to be able to share how great and how wonderful He is, and how great and wonderful He can be for so many others through the testimony that He's given me. Just so blessed.